This wipe's bittersweet, to be honest. It might be the best content I ever actually get. You know what they say though, it's better to go out with a bang than just fade away. This wipe is by far the best content I've gotten to date, and it's not even close. I become a splinter in the mind of a toxic Chinese Zerg, and it's safe to say I definitely got inside their head. I implore you to watch to the end on this one if you enjoy solo content. Welcome back, it's a new wipe and a new video. This time around though, things are a bit different. I am on a fortnightly server, which is something I have not done for a very long time. I've moved some work hours around IRL, which now enables me to play any server I want going forward. And the interesting thing about this fortnightly wipe is it's in the middle of the clan circuit, so all the big Australian and Southeast Asian teams and clans and Zergs should all be on this server with me. I've built right next to launch site as well, which is where I'm expecting pretty much all of them to build. At the start of these wipes, I like to just spawn at some bags I've put down on the run to where my starter is. I just like to get some names and who's building where and what. It helps with video creation, but it also helps to know where your enemies are living. Whoa, Jesus, we got the tribe. How many of them are there? This is actually kind of annoying because this supermarket's the only close recycler to me and I was hoping to use it at night, but I guarantee you there's going to be a big ass spotlight on it. I guess we've got one Zerg neighbour so far. These guys are about 3 squares away, so they might not be that big of a problem, but there's a lot of them. They've all just ran into that 2x2. It's like a freaking Rust clown car. I imagine that's their starter and they're just using recycler to get farmed, but like, there's like 13 of them in that 2x2. Just quickly, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It does actually really help the channel. And as I've said that, I've just ran past the second giant Zerg base. That thing went up very quick. I imagine it's pretty much going to touch the skybox. The server's about 3 hours old. I pretty much got on straight after I got home from work. I think once all these guys start to get their bases up and they start fighting for Bradley, this place will be absolute chaos. Now, I realised pretty early on that if I did not take the opportunity to go and farm launch site while all the Zergs were building their base, that I'll be overrun very quickly by 10 plus people with AKs. I needed to rush a tier 2 as quick as possible, and with the population being as high as it was, I could get that very quickly just farming launch site pretty much uncontested. I made a quick couple upgrades to the base, put my tier 2 down, and I hadn't even eaten yet coming home from work. I went AFK for a few hours, did some human things, and logged back into my base already being raided. This was just a sign of the things to come. You're kidding me, like, go have a shower and eat some food and I've been raided already. God forbid I be a human, but anyway, they haven't gone through the wall, they've gone through doors. They didn't get the TC where all the good stuff is, and I've still got my tier 2, so really this was not worth it. They got like a spear and a bow at best, but such is the solo life, I suppose. Unfortunately, they did actually get my comps with that raid, and this base can't be this small for much longer, so I'm going to do a quick farm run, get some comps, bit of metal, bit of farm. We'll set up some simple automation, and we'll get some metal frags going, because I do need to turn this base into a fortress. I have actually noticed, still to this day, not many people know about this little spot, and it's been around for a very long time. That snow jacket helps, it's good with the night vision combo out here. probably won't show all this, but I'm going to be hitting nodes for a while. We'll do a few small base upgrades and then set this automation up. I won't show a whole lot of this base build because it changes every wipe. I think I'm up to like version 7 of this base I've been working on for the last 6 months now. But the thing about it is that it's very good for online raid defense. And I have a feeling that that might come in handy later on. Nice, let's get some basic ore smelting done. Like, honestly, it's probably one of the best updates Face Punch has done in a long time. Like, especially for solos, this makes my life so much easier. Did you hear that? They're trying to shoot my jump up from the stupid little sniper tower they've got. Like, that thing can literally see my door, like... Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. During my runs at launch site, I managed to get my hands on some night vision goggles. These were going to be very important in building my base, as I probably was not going to be able to do it during the day. The clan next to me just kept taking pot shots at it, and it was just not going to be viable. I managed to get the footprint for my main base down during the night, and then painstakingly got the rest of it down during the following day cycle. But then something interesting happens, and it pretty much determines the rest of this video. I just didn't know it yet. Nice, I managed to get the footprint down. I really didn't think I would. I thought I was going to get griefed by TCs or something, but there it is, footprint done and dusted. Oh, what? What are they up to? There was a lot more in that car than what I thought. They're like full AK HLMG up here, just spraying this random duo's base. Oh no, they're putting a base down, like right above mine, probably almost in TC proof range. Like, I'm stuck between two big clans. Oh no, this thing is going to be huge. I really don't know. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this one. I'm in a bit of a predicament. Like, I've been playing high pop clan Zerg servers now for a long time as a solo. But this situation's difficult. I have an 8 deep plus group to my left that can see my door. And I'm about to have, God knows how deep these guys are going to be, on my other doorstep. So, like, I'm going to have to get creative. I think we need to get walls down as soon as possible. That's the first step. They're just sitting up there with flashlights. There's like 4 or 5 of them on Overwatch while the builder builds the core. It's now or never. Oh no, I'm living life on the edge right now, like... Please don't judge me if these walls are on the piss or there's like a hole in them. I have a pretty valid excuse. I've got like 7 more minutes to get these walls down. I've got the walls down just in time. I need to put some barricades up. I can only put the wooden ones up. That's going to be a struggle. But, I honestly could get raided any moment now. They've probably got boom on them. I need to do what I can to at least prepare for something. I really don't know how this is going to end. Probably the only way I get out of this is if the other group raids these guys like in the next 6 hours, but who knows. Now, I've come across my fair share of Zergs in my time playing Rust, but these guys definitely were up there on the toxic scale. The Zerg above me were Chinese and the big group down in the valley were Aussie. I labelled the Aussies the frenemies. They weren't exactly friendly and they were trying to shoot my jump up at the start of the wipe, but they were willing to leave me alive to be an insulator between them and the Chinese, and they also were open to trading crude for guns. Now this really helped because now I only had to worry about this Zerg on the hill. I didn't know it yet, but they were freaking 20 deep. The rest of this video is me versus them. They're just sitting up on that stupid hill and every time I go to do something they shoot me. I guess it comes down to who can break who first. Well, this is a problem. Like, I don't even know how I leave my base to get farm. They actually sent in a naked to try and get my gun. Are you serious? You think a few grenades are gonna stop me? You're in for a surprise, little Zergling. I really need barricades, but I can't really put them up because there's AKs watching me. Well, they've built into the compound. I can't really go out there risking too much. I need to wait for night time so I can get some barricades up.
Open the door. Open the door.
They speak.
Open the door.
Dennis the Menace of the Rust World. Well, yep, looks like they're definitely here to stay. Well, I have had a bit of a win. If I go out my rear exit and follow a very specific path, they can't see me from the hill for now until they get a big shooting floor. So I'll take this opportunity to get a little bit of farm while I can, because I need it for these barricades. Oh damn, that's one of them. Oh, no. Hang on. It's starting to make... They're the Zerg from the shop. There's so many of them. I was in a tough spot, but it wasn't until this moment that I realised how bad it was. These guys were driving a car back and forth from the supermarket, and if you recall back to the start of the video, I got a Zerg on camera at the supermarket. They had found a spot for their main base and it was just above mine. They were jumping into my compound, griefing my build-ups, nading my build-up, talking a whole bunch of crap along the way. I was not going to be bullied by this Zerg. It was starting to become personal with me. I was going to go into full cancerous rust mindset and try and see who could break who first. Now, I'm usually a pretty civil and reasonable human being, but they've made a mistake. I have thousands and thousands of hours as a solo on these servers, and there's nothing left up in my head. You cannot break me. I'm going to use every little dirty trick in the book and see how far I can push these guys. Right, to begin, we'll ease them into it to begin with, but I'm going to get build priv along this section of the base, I'm going to put a few bags in here and call it Normandy. And then I'm going to landmine the ever-living crap out of it. And let's see how many I can get with landmines. This is a sign from the Rust Gods. Perfect landmine territory. I can hide him in the rocks. I've put down so many landmines, like at least 20. This should get a few of them, and I'll spawn in on my bag and hopefully pick up their kits. Betrayal! I'm in toxic mode, no one's safe. No, my little safe exit's getting compromised. There's like 3 up there, they're just sitting on their frickin' roof. Wow, they were door camping me as well. What an idiot. There's like 15 of them. They're just door camping me. They aren't the best shots from their roof either. Treasure! Damn, they must have been like running in pairs. Plenty more landmines left though. Losers in the air, and they're everywhere. It's never gonna get old. I'm just getting started. In the very few moments that they were preoccupied with someone else, I would sneak out and get bits of farm where I could. I would then use this farm to upgrade my main base during the night so I at least could defend something if they tried to raid me. And it just so happens that they were starting to raid. But they decided to go for the easier option, which was the duo living in a 2x2 next to them on the other side of this hill. I was going to do my absolute best to try and ruin this raid. There's a duo just up on this hill. I haven't really had a whole lot to do with them. I think I've run into them twice, but they're in a pretty similar situation to me, except their base is a lot smaller. And now they're being raided. Oh my god, I got it off. Oh, that's like the night of my life. Kobe would be proud of me. Rest in peace. Oh, the funny thing is, the little M2 roof gunner can't see me here. Oh my god, look at all the bodies. Look how many I've killed. Oh, don't see me, M2. It's not much, but I actually got away with some of the raid loot. Did you win the raid?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Now, after helping that duo tank their raid, I went to sleep and woke up to something I can't explain. The Chinese base was decaying and no one was home. Originally, I thought I might have actually broken them, but I think what did happen was they just forgot to do their upkeep. With this downtime though, I took the opportunity to fortify my base and try and complete it as much as I could. But they came back on later in the day in full force, bigger and stronger than ever, and they knew exactly who helped tank their raid. Oh, look at the little rats. They're back. The goal today is to make their life hell, and the end game is to bait as many rockets out of them as I can possibly get.
And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. You know it's kinda hard just to get along today.
Their farmers are like all over launch sites, free pickings. Oh, this is really going to annoy him. They're starting to lose AK kits to me. A lot of them just died to one of the rival groups fighting Bradley. And here I am, free service. The vacuum cleaner. Oh, I'm so glad I got that bolty. They've been up on that roof just shooting me for hours.
Hey, do that brand new thing! Now he's getting a tattoo, yeah, he's getting ink done. He asked for a 13, but they drew a 31. Friends say he's trying too hard, and he's not quite hip. But in his own mind, he thought he's the dopest trap.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So don't you play us straight. You know he really doesn't get it anyway. Gotta play that field and keep it real. For you know way, for you know way.
At this point, I could tell I was really starting to get on their nerves. They'd all gone quiet and I'd not heard a word from them for a while now. Now I knew a raid was coming, I just figured they were going to do it offline as they seemed like the type of people to do that. Now the downside to having these guys on their roof all day was that it was really hard to progress. I was low on raid defense kits, turrets, if you could name it, I needed it. At night though, I got together what I could, a couple turrets, a SAM site, did some final upgrades on the base, and logged out, changed my name, and then just pretended to be AFK. I really wasn't sure what they were going to do, but we're about to find out. I was just chilling out watching a movie and I keep hearing landmines go off. They are still up there on their roof. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say they've been up there for like 8 hours straight. They're actually doing it, the rats. I have 2 AK kits to my name. This is going to be a struggle. No!
Standing by your side with my heart on high drive. I'll do what it takes to make you believe. With my heart on high drive. We do what we want, but we're not free.
I mean, I didn't have much to my name there. If we meet again, I'll be putting up a much bigger fight, but they've just let me seal the base. I'm just going to pretend like I'm still living here and see if they raid it back. And there I was, laying on the ground, licking my wounds, upset, regretting. Just kidding. I was just getting started. And before you click off, I can assure you that that average raid pales in comparison to what happens at the end of this video. You can see my base, not even honeycomb, 2 AK kits to my name, 3 auto turrets, and I was going up against a 15 deep Zerg who had their main base on the hill with 3 guys up there with M2s. The funny thing about this whole situation is I had moved all of my loot before this had even started. They even went to the effort of raiding my externals. I even resealed my base after this and they raided it back. They really wanted me gone. I ran around and did a tally, and I estimate they used about 60 rockets on all of this stuff. I was just getting started. The goal was to never let them sleep, and to see if I could at least get 200 rockets out of them. Now, the funny thing about all of this is that I'd moved all of my loot before the raid started, and all that was in here was just the fresh farm I'd had before I was going to log out. They actually missed the box it was in. So they literally got nothing, like not a thing. And I've got it back already in my tier 3. I'm gonna go run it over to my stash base, and like I pretty much lost nothing except 2 AK kits. Well, all my loot's still here in my pixel gaps. I've just run it over at night. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is put a little 2x2 down, call it a war room, and then from there we're going to plan our next grief. But I do have an idea, and it involves a bolty, and it's definitely going to upset them. So I've been farming for a while now, not really chasing content, I don't need it just now, just on the down low I've been trying to get this 2x2 set up. This little area is going to be the war room, and all of our little ratting strategies will be coming from here. I need to be careful though, I cannot be followed back, because if they find me, like, they'll level this thing. I'm back over at launch site, just to give you a lay of the land. This base in front of me is their Bradley base. They counter Bradley with it, and they also do Bradley with it. And then down near the supermarket, the base we see at the start of the video, is their like farm slash safe recycler. They're actually quite active through here. There's a lot of traffic. They move loot back and forth. The end game plan is to erect another main base, but do it in like a night cycle on the top of this hill, where I can just see everything. But for now, I reckon we'll just ease into it, and we're going to put a little bolty 2x1 down on the slope of this hill, and I'm just going to bolt them all day, because why not? Right about here will do, I think. Perfect view of everything. Chuck a couple landmines down for extra memes, and then when the sun comes up, the bolty comes out. God, look at them. They actually look like ants. There's like so many of them. I'm going to use the silence bolty until they realise it's me, and I'll take the silencer off, and we'll go all out. I plan to be here till this bolty breaks or I get raided. I think they know it's me already. I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to add in the video because the sequence could go for ages, but I've been here for like way longer than what I'm probably putting in the video. They've got to raid it soon, like surely. It's been a little while, there's a lot of footsteps and a landmine. I think they're going to raid it. I mean, I can't really defend it, and the fact they're going through doors, there's a garage door behind me, it's just adding to that rocket talent. For some reason in my mind I had more time than that. Anyway, we got some stuff out of them. It took a while, like longer than I care to admit, but they finally raided my little bolty shack. I managed to get about another 6 rockets out of them, and I know for a fact I was stopping their ability to counter Bradley. Now I noticed something while doing this. I noticed that the grass plain behind their base was nice and flat and smooth. It was perfect terrain for car ratting. Another thing I like to do is to run Zerglings over in my little car. Getting her ready for a bit of off-road action. I have some people to run over. At least try. It is hard to hit people in the car, but I'll give it a good go. Well, they're all online, they're all running around down there. I'm pretty much just going to sit up here, spot one with the binoculars, drive down the gully, run them over, out the other side, and then stop, repair, rinse and repeat. I'm probably going to die and lose my car doing this. They do have launchers for Bradley, but we'll see how long we can go for. Close. They can really only stop me with a rocket launcher. 500 low grade. We're gonna be here a while. Oh, it's actually pretty hard to hit these guys in the car, I'm not gonna lie. It's not so much about actually killing them, it's more, I want the thought process to be, oh, I'm gonna go do Bradley. Damn, that guy's gonna be out there in the car. I don't want them to feel safe, ever. The amount of time I spent driving around that car was actually a lot longer than what was shown in the video. I wanted to just disrupt their life and pretty much stop them from doing Bradley at all costs. Now previously in this video I showed that I was on a rebuild, and my rebuild was pretty much me just doing mill tons at early hours of the morning when no one else was doing it, and I actually managed to get 9 MLRS rockets and aiming module. Now I was studying their sleep schedule and they went to sleep about the same time I did. I was going to drop some MLRS rockets on their base as I went to sleep, so they'd have to stay up longer thinking that a raid could be imminent. Then the following days later, I put a raid base outside their base, used HV rockets as dummies, baited them into raiding it, and then did it for consecutive nights. By the end of this, they would have to have been completely sleep deprived. But the final plan was to erect my main base again right next to theirs and see what they would do about it. So I've been trying to figure out their sleep schedule. They're in China. I don't know what time it is in China. I came off afternoon shift coming into this wipe, so my sleep's all messed up. I was going to correct it, but then I thought I shouldn't correct it. I should keep it really bad because then I can just keep them up all night. So I think it's like 3:30 AM in the morning. I'm about to go to sleep. I'm going to drop some MLRS rockets on their base. Hopefully keep them up all night. Oh, it's a perfect hit. They're all coming back and I've seen 2 jump back online. I'm going to spend the rest of tomorrow just farming up what I need for my new main base. We'll come back tomorrow night and mess with them even harder. Alright, their main base is getting a lot bigger. I've been farming pretty much all day for my new main base. I'm going to put a little fake raid base here with some HV rockets and see what they do about it. Oh, I can just imagine they're all running around freaking out. That went way better than I expected. That's like another 12 rockets at least. I'd been messing with their sleep schedule for 3 days now. I would go back each night and put raid bases down, and on the third night I'd bring actual real rockets to spook them. Now, as I said earlier, I'd been farming behind the scenes to prepare for a grand finale. I was going to attempt to erect a new main base, fully honeycombed and equipped with auto turrets, right next to them, and see what they would do about it. This was not going to be an easy feat though, because the window for me to actually get anything down I could defend was very small. Sit back, relax, and we'll see if I actually pull it off or not. So for the last couple days I've been farming for a new main base. I have a battery in my inventory that I've also been charging. I'm going to go over at night, put the core down, and then I think it's right on the edge of their main base's render. So I have probably like 30 minutes to actually get something down. The turrets will stay online for a little while that battery drains. If I get turrets down, I think I can actually pull it off, because it will take them time to prepare a raid if they decide to do it. It will be a chunker of a base. Wish me luck. Oh, I got the core down, and they should be able to see me in a minute. I need to get walls down and turrets, or I'm just stuffed. Apologies for the bad FPS, but they have one hell of a base, and it's right on the edge of my render. Don't judge me, I'm having to do this very quick, alright? There's a small gap, it's fine. We'll put a turret or a landmine there, problem solved. That's pretty much all of the building supplies for the first trip. I have 3 turrets down off that battery I was charging. It's going to be night soon. I'm going to grab the rest of it, bring it over. At least this is somewhat defendable. This is okay. We can at least stop some basic stuff. I'm just doing like crap externals. I don't even need like disconnectables. I don't intend to take the space back if it gets raided. Alright, to my surprise, somehow we've managed to get walls down, 3 externals, and we've got barricades and auto turrets. Oh, looks like we've been discovered. I'm surprised we got this far, to be honest. This is a good start. It would take them a while to prepare to raid this. It's going to be a chunker, so I do think we have time to actually finish this base. Well, it looks like they're fighting for Bradley, which is good. That'll buy me time. But an oversight on my part is I'm right on the edge of their base render. So the base pops in and out and in and out, and it destroys my FPS while doing it. And no computer, however good, would be able to render that thing in without dropping FPS. So I apologise if it affects the quality, but hopefully it doesn't. Somehow they've let me get a wind turbine up. I spoke too soon. I don't think they're going to let me get another one, so I'm going to have to do some like crazy stuff with solar panels in the compound. I want at least like 15 turrets plus, so yeah. Alright, we're coming towards the end of it now. They've just been sitting back shooting my base for like no reason. I've got like 5 or 6 kits here now. We've got turrets up. It's pretty much good to go. I'm just going to sit on my roof and bolty them until they decide to raid me. Oh, they know it's me. Oh my god, I'm in their mind. somehow, against all odds, I managed to get this base down in a couple hours. They knew exactly who was living here, but this time around I was prepared for a massive online raid. Does it happen or does it not? You're about to find out. I don't know if they're trolling, but they've just been shooting HP rockets at my base and just shooting it randomly, like, I don't know what they're doing. They might actually be doing this. I reckon he was trying to shoot my auto turrets out. Well, I mean, that'll help. I have no idea what they're doing, unless they're like trying to stop me from upgrading, but it's sheet metal anyway, like, I think they're just griefing. Yeah? They're doing it. Just kidding.
I'm scared to get close, and I hate being alone. I long for that feeling to not feel at all. The higher I get, the lower I'll sink. I can't drown my demons, they know how to swim. I'm scared to get close, and I hate being alone. I long for that feeling to not feel at all. The higher I get, the lower I'll sink. I can't drown my demons, they know how to swim. I'm scared to get close, and I hate being alone. I long for that feeling to not feel at all. The higher I get, the lower I'll sink. I can't drown my demons, they know how to swim.
I apologise in advance, there's a lot going on, I can't really talk, but I've managed to get a seal off. They've broken one of my batteries, some of my turrets are down, I have to redirect power. I also lured the attack heli onto their raid base, managed to buy myself time to rocket it, and I actually got a rocket into the raid base. So I broke some beds, I don't know how many, they are being counted, but I know how these guys operate. This is not over. raid just never ends. I'm like low on everything. This might be it. I've sealed so many times I have nothing left to seal. Oh my god. That's the biggest raid I've had in all of my video making. And the funny thing about it is I only lost because I ran out of materials to seal with because I sealed the freaking thing so much. And the best part is that my base was decaying halfway through that raid. All that was in that base was what I was using to defend my raid with, and there was literally nothing in the tool cupboard. I think it's safe to say that I achieved my original goal of trying to get as many rockets out of them as possible. Just off quick math alone, I managed to get them to sink 150 rockets in all of my bases. And to go out in typical Nugo fashion, I'm going to give them one final send off of MLRS rockets to know that they can never get rid of me. There's like nothing left of my base. It's the first I've seen it since after the raid. I was actually planning to attempt to raid that. I had rockets saved up, but they raided me instead, and it would be a waste because I'd likely lose it and then just gift them back, so I don't know what I'm going to do with these rockets. This wipe's bittersweet, to be honest. It might be the best content I ever actually get. You know what they say though, it's better to go out with a bang than just fade away.